So in this class we have to discuss the other reactions offered by alkyl zinc. As here the reaction with aldehydes, ketones followed by hydrolysis, as we have already seen, the reactions of Grignard reagent with formaldehyde and any other aldehyde and also with ketone. So when the Grignard reagent is reacting with the formaldehyde, we always get the end product as a primary alcohol. And then if we use any other aldehydes, normally we get a secondary alcohol. And when we take any ketone, we normally get a tertiary alcohol. So now let us discuss the reactions. Here formaldehyde we have taken HC double bond H reacting with dimethyl zinc. It forms an adduct CH3, CH2O, ZnCH3. Here the reaction is taking place in such a way that CH3 part is attacking this carbon and the pi bond of carbon oxygen bond is shift towards the oxygen and it will become an O minus. And it will pick up the other part of dimethyl zinc, and then we get this adduct, which is on acid hydrolysis we get ethanol. And then if we take any other aldehyde, for example we have taken acetaldehyde reacting with dimethyl zinc, and then initially we get an adduct, and then which is on acid hydrolysis we get a secondary alcohol isopropanol. And then if we take acetone, a ketone, CH3 or double bond O, reacting with dimethyl zinc, we get an adduct, which is on hydrolysis we get a tertiary alcohol. So this is tertiary butyl alcohol. Normally reaction with the zinc and ketone is very difficult. Now we are coming to another reaction, named reaction Reformatsky reaction. It's a very important reaction in the synthetic point of view. A Reformatsky reaction is a reaction between an alpha bromo ester. This is a very important one, alpha bromo ester with a carbonyl compound. Okay, alpha bromo ester with a carbonyl compound in the presence of zinc in either solution. So here the reaction is taking place between alpha bromo ester and carbonyl compound in the presence of zinc in either solution. Subsequently, we can do the acid hydrolysis in order to get a beta hydroxy ester. So this is the final product, and from this beta hydroxy ester we can make several other organic compounds also. The mechanism is believed to involve the formation of an intermediate organo-zinc compound. So this is the intermediate organo-zinc compound of the alpha bromo ester. Here I have taken the alpha bromo ester. So this is alpha carbon atom. So this is alpha bromo ester. Involve alpha bromo ester which undergoes addition at the carbonyl compound. So here we have already mentioned that alpha bromo ester with a carbonyl compound, reacting with a carbonyl compound. So initially we are getting a organo-zinc derivative or a compound which is reacting with the carbonyl compound. A few crystals of iodine catalyzes the reaction by means of activating zinc. That is the catalytic part. Anyway, essentially the reaction is taking place between alpha bromo ester. Here it is we have taken ethyl bromo acetate. So when ethyl bromo acetate is treated with acetaldehyde, here it is acetaldehyde in the presence of zinc in either solution, and the system is then subjected to acid hydrolysis, ethyl beta hydroxy butyrate. Ethyl beta hydroxy butyrate. This will be the product. That is ethyl 3-hydroxy butanoate, or this is also actually alpha beta hydroxy ester. Now let us discuss the reaction. We have taken ethyl bromo acetate, alpha bromo, it is an alpha bromo ester, reacting with zinc initially in dry ether, then it will give an intermediate organo-zinc derivative, and in this case actually this part, native part, it will go and attack the carbonyl carbon of the carbonyl group, and then the pi bond will shift towards the oxygen and will become negatively charged, and this negative charge will pick up the rest of the organozinc derivatives formed here, and then we are getting this compound adduct. Finally, this is on acid hydrolysis, we get beta hydroxy ester, ethyl beta hydroxy butyrate. If we do the reaction with a ketone, now let's discuss what will happen when ethyl bromoacetate is treated with acetone. Acetone is the ketone, acetone in the presence of zinc in either solution, and the system is then subjected to acid hydrolysis. Ethyl beta hydroxy isovalerate, this will form ethyl beta hydroxy 3-methyl butanoate, whatever is obtained. Here the reaction scheme is given: ethyl bromoacetate, or this is alpha bromo ester. So this compound is ethyl bromoacetate. Initially forms a organozinc compound, organozinc derivative in the presence of zinc and dry ether. We get Br, Zn, CH2, C double bond O, C2H5. This is previously I had shown how the reaction is taking place. Likewise, the reaction is taking place here also with carbonyl compound, and then this part will attach to the carbonyl carbon of the acetone, and then this part will transform to the OH group. Okay, so initially it forms an adduct, and then finally the hydrolysis, this part will go to OH. Okay. Now if we consider an aromatic aldehyde, benzaldehyde, the result will be the same. Okay, so when ethyl bromoacetate, the same compound we have taken, is treated with the benzaldehyde, this is the benzaldehyde, in the presence of zinc in either solution, and the system is then subjected to acid hydrolysis, ethyl beta hydroxy. So this compound is alpha beta. Ethyl beta hydroxy beta phenyl propionate is obtained. Okay, so here let us discuss what happens. Here you can see C double bond O. So this reaction is shown in single step, not like the previous one. So here actually in any reaction of this kind, reformatic reaction, when you take the aldehydic, the carbonyl part will be transformed to OH, alcoholic part. Okay, and then what happens is this carbon atom, the ethyl bromoacetate, the carbon atom in the ethyl bromoacetate where the bromine attached is going to join to the carbonyl carbon. Okay, so then when you look at this product C6H5, here you can C6H5 and then CH, this will become OH, this part will become OH, and then what remains here is CH. So we have to write H. Okay, and then what remains is CH2, CH2, COO, C2H5. Okay, this is actually in a crude way when we represent the reformatic reaction, this is actually happening and we get the product like this. Okay. Now if we take another molecule as an example, like butanol we have taken as an example. When ethyl 2-bromo propanoate, here we have changed the alpha bromo ester as ethyl 2-bromo propanoate, one N extra here. Okay, anyway, is treated with butanone. So this is butanone in the presence of zinc in either solution, conditions exactly same, and the system is then subjected to acid hydrolysis. We get alpha beta hydroxy. Here you can see that this is the alpha carbon and this is the beta carbon, so beta hydroxy. Okay, so here you get alpha and beta, so this is beta hydroxy ester. So this compound is otherwise IUPAC naming is ethyl 2,3-dimethyl. So when you take 1, 2, 3 iso IUPAC naming system 1, 2, 3. So this is ethyl 2,3-dimethyl 3-hydroxy pentanone. Okay, So ethyl means normally we give ester like this, a naming of ester like this. You maybe we will be discussing in carboxylic acids chapter. Okay. Alright, so you will get the product. So here we can see that this part will become C double bond will become OH. Okay, as in the final product, and then this part will join to the carbonyl part. Okay, so here you can see CH3CH2, it is here CH3CH2, and C double bond O transformed to COH, and then CH3 group on this carbon, it is here, and then this part will go to this side. Okay, and now look at the applications of Reformatsky reaction. As I have already told you, once the beta hydroxy ester is prepared, from that we can make different other derivatives also, like beta hydroxy ester normally will give dehydration product. So alpha beta unsaturated ester will form. Okay, and then alpha beta unsaturated ester on hydrolysis we get alpha beta unsaturated carboxylic acid also. Okay, a variety of compounds, variety of organic compounds can be prepared by this method. Okay, so by the proper selection of the alpha bromo ester, and the carbonyl compound, any required beta hydroxy ester can be prepared by Reformatsky reaction. Okay, further, so this method Reformatsky reaction is giving an advantage of making beta hydroxy ester. Okay, further, beta hydroxy esters thus obtained easily undergo dehydration to yield the corresponding alpha beta unsaturated ester. So I will show in the next slide alpha beta unsaturated ester, or if you look at the previous one, yes. So here OH group is there, and here one H is there. Okay, and this OH and this H will eliminate a molecule of water, and this will become C double bond C. Okay, so this is alpha and this is beta, so this will become a alpha beta unsaturated ester. Alright, and these esters, once the alpha beta unsaturated esters are formed, further hydrolysis will give alpha beta unsaturated acid. So once this is alpha beta unsaturated esters once hydrolysis completely converted into carboxylic acid. Okay, thus Reformatsky reaction forms an important method to prepare alpha beta unsaturated esters and alpha beta unsaturated acids. Next, when ethyl bromoacetate and acetaldehyde reacts in the presence of zinc, in either gives ethyl beta hydroxybutyrate. So this reaction we had seen in the first slide of Reformatsky reaction, ethyl bromoacetate and acetaldehyde. Now just look at it, ethyl bromoacetate and acetaldehyde. Yes, right. Ethyl bromoacetate and acetaldehyde, we will get this product, right? Yes, we will get this compound, and this compound easily undergo dehydration to ethyl crotonate, and this is upon acid hydrolysis yields crotonic acid. We will show it in the next slide. So this is the product that we obtain, ethyl bromo. When we take alpha bromo ester, that means ethyl bromoacetate, right? Yeah. Ethyl bromoacetate and acetaldehyde reaction, we get ethyl beta hydroxybutyrate. Okay, so this is on hydrolysis. The ester part will be hydrolyzed to actually there is a structure, there is a something wrong with the structure. So here there will be a OH group, it is missing in this one. Okay, so here we have an OH group, and here we have a hydrogen, and this OH group and hydrogen, one hydrogen, it will remove a molecule of water, and this will become CH double bond CH C double bond O C2H5. So this will become an alpha beta unsaturated ester. So this is ethyl crotonate. Okay, ethyl crotonate. CH3CH double bond CHCOOH is crotonic acid. So this is the derivative of carboxylic acid. So this is ethyl crotonate. Okay, and this is on hydrolysis. We are getting crotonic acid, CH3CH double bond CHCOOH. Okay, and similarly, Reformatsky reaction between ethyl bromoacetate and acetone. This we had seen previously. Ethyl bromoacetate and acetone, the presence of zinc in either gives ethyl beta hydroxy isovalerate. And this compound easily undergo dehydration to give ethyl beta methyl crotonate. We had seen this. Acid hydrolysis of this compound yield beta methyl crotonic acid. It will be shown in the next slide. Here, this is the compound that we obtained when ethyl bromoacetate reacts with acetone. Okay, so this is ethyl beta hydroxy isovalerate compound. This is on by heating one molecule of water will eliminate, one hydrogen on this carbon atom will be removed, and this OH will together will form a water molecule and get removed. Dehydration will take place, and then we get CH3 CH3 double bond CH C double bond O C2H5. So this is this compound is ethyl beta methyl crotonate. Actually, this is a ethyl crotonate, and then one substitution is here in IUPAC name. First we have to give the ester derivative here, ethyl 1 2 3 methyl, and then but 1 2 3 4 but 2 enoate 1 2 second position 2 enoate. And this is on hydrolysis. Definitely we will get the respective carboxylic acid. So this is beta methyl crotonic acid. So that's all about organometallic compounds and their reactions. So now we are completing 2 modules.